Join me as I take on the carnivore diet for 30 days and share my honest experience with its surprising truths. In this video, I'm diving headfirst into one of the most controversial and talked about diets of 2024, the carnivore diet. It's a way of eating that consists entirely of animal products. Yes, that means meat, fish, eggs, and even animal-based fats with zero plant-based foods. The idea might seem extreme, but this diet has been gaining a massive following, and many claim it leads to weight loss, increased energy, and a whole host of other benefits. For the next 30 days, I'll be cutting out all fruits, vegetables, grains, and even sugar to see if the carnivore diet lives up to the hype. Along the way, I'll share the challenges I face, the benefits I experience, and some surprising truths that I discovered about this unconventional way of eating. Let's dive into it. What is the carnivore diet, and why is it so popular? The carnivore diet is exactly what it sounds like, a diet that consists solely of animal products. While it may seem radical, it's been gaining traction in the health and fitness world due to its potential for rapid fat loss, increased mental clarity, and even the reversal of chronic conditions. Unlike traditional low-carb or ketogenic diets that still allow for plant-based foods, like leafy greens and avocados, the carnivore diet eliminates all plant-based foods. That means no vegetables, no fruits, no grains, and no legumes, just meat, fish, eggs, and animal-based fats. So, why are people gravitating toward this diet? Supporters argue that it's nutrient-dense, satiating, and can lead to dramatic improvements in health. They claim that it's an ancestral way of eating, designed to optimize how the body burns fat and manages inflammation. But is it as effective as its proponents claim? Or is this just another fad diet waiting to burn out? Common misconceptions about the carnivore diet. One of the most common misconceptions about the carnivore diet is that it's nutritionally deficient. Many people assume that we need fruits and vegetables to stay healthy and avoid diseases. After all, we've been told our whole lives to eat a rainbow of plant-based foods. But what if our bodies can thrive on animal-based nutrition alone? There's also a lot of fear about the high fat and cholesterol intake associated with this diet. When you're consuming fatty cuts of meat and animal-based oils, it's easy to wonder whether this will raise your cholesterol levels or increase your risk of heart disease. But what if those risks aren't as high as we've been led to believe? Several testimonials from long-term carnivore dieters suggest that, despite consuming high amounts of fat, many see their blood markers improve and report feeling healthier than ever. Gut health on the carnivore diet. Friend or foe? One of the biggest concerns when cutting out all plant-based foods is the potential impact on gut health. After all, fiber found in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains is supposed to be essential for digestion, right? Many nutrition experts warn that a diet devoid of fiber will lead to constipation and an imbalance of gut bacteria. Yet, there are surprising testimonials from those on the carnivore diet who claim that their digestive issues improved after switching to animal-based eating. Some report better digestion, fewer instances of bloating, and even improvements in conditions like IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. These stories challenge the conventional wisdom that we need fiber to maintain healthy digestion. But how can a diet so lacking in plant fiber lead to improved gut health? The answer is still unclear, and more research is needed to fully understand the long-term effects of such a diet on the microbiome, carnivore diet, and chronic disease. Can it reverse health issues? Another hotly debated topic is whether the carnivore diet is only suitable for those who are already healthy, or if it can help individuals with pre-existing conditions. Critics often argue that this diet is too extreme for those with chronic illnesses. But what about the countless testimonials from people who claim to have reversed conditions, like type 2 diabetes, autoimmune diseases, and even arthritis after adopting the carnivore lifestyle? While it's important to approach these claims with caution, there's no denying the number of individuals who report significant health improvements after going carnivore. Some have seen their blood sugar levels stabilize, while others say they've experienced reductions in chronic pain and inflammation. Still, this doesn't mean everyone will have the same results, and consulting with a healthcare professional before making such a drastic change is critical. Environmental concerns. Is the carnivore diet sustainable? One major criticism of the carnivore diet is its environmental impact. We're living in a time when concerns about climate change and sustainability are at the forefront of the global conversation, and meat production has been scrutinized for its role in contributing to greenhouse gas emissions. Many argue that consuming a diet consisting solely of animal products is unsustainable and harmful to the planet. However, there are arguments from proponents of regenerative agriculture who claim that sustainable meat production can have a net positive effect on the environment by improving soil health, increasing biodiversity, and supporting local ecosystems. This debate is far from settled, and it's essential to look at the full picture when considering the environmental impact of your diet. My 30-day carnivore journey, the highs and lows. Now, let's talk about my personal experience with the 30-day carnivore challenge. At the start of the journey, I'll admit I was nervous. The idea of cutting out all plant-based food seemed daunting, and I wondered how my body would react to such a drastic change. The first few days were tough. My body was used to getting its fuel from carbohydrates, and suddenly cutting them out left me feeling sluggish and low on energy. I also experienced headaches and some brain fog, which I later learned was part of the body transitioning from burning carbs for energy to burning fat. This adjustment period, often referred to as the keto flu, was rough, but after about a week, things started to change. The surprising benefits: increased energy and mental clarity. One of the most surprising results of this experiment was the mental clarity that kicked in. After the first week, my focus improved, and I felt more clear-headed and alert throughout the day. This was a common benefit reported by many who have adopted the carnivore diet, and I was pleased to see it for myself. Another major shift was my energy levels. While the first week left me feeling fatigued, by week 2, I started experiencing sustained energy throughout the day. No more mid-afternoon crashes or reaching for coffee to stay awake. This was a game changer, as I felt I could power through my tasks with ease, something I hadn't experienced on my previous carb-heavy diet. Carnivore diet and weight loss, the fat-burning machine. One of the main reasons people turn to the carnivore diet is for weight loss, and I'm no exception. Within the first 2 weeks, I noticed my body starting to lean out, especially around the waistline. While weight loss wasn't my primary goal, it was a nice bonus to see the fat-burning effects of this high-protein, high-fat diet kick in. It wasn't just about losing weight, though it was about feeling lighter and less bloated, which made a big difference in my overall well-being. The social challenges, navigating social situations. One of the biggest challenges I didn't anticipate was how the carnivore diet would affect my social life. Eating out became a challenge. When you're on a diet that revolves around meat, finding restaurant options that fit can be difficult, and explaining your diet to friends and family can feel awkward. Social gatherings that revolve around food were particularly tricky, but with a bit of planning and some creativity, I managed to stick to the diet while still enjoying these moments. Carnivore and cardiovascular health. Is high fat a problem? The diet's high fat intake raised questions about its impact on my cholesterol and overall cardiovascular health. Interestingly, I found that my triglyceride levels decreased, which is something that others on the carnivore diet have reported as well. It's a reminder that our understanding of fat and cholesterol is evolving, and the high-fat, low-carb approach of carnivore eating may not be as harmful to the heart as once believed. However, this is an area that needs more research, and individual results may vary. The long-term impact. What stuck with me after 30 days? At the end of the 30 days, I reflected on how this diet had changed me not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. My cravings for carbs and sugar had all but disappeared, and I felt more energized and focused than I had in a long time. While this diet might not be sustainable long-term for everyone, I could see the benefits sticking with me beyond the challenge. Key takeaways. Is the carnivore diet right for you? So, what did I learn from this experience? The carnivore diet isn't for everyone, and it comes with its challenges, especially when it comes to **social.